surprise, discovery of the unexpected, things not working out and happening the way that you thought they would. It's actually all over the history of science, and I want to take a few minutes to just share that with you. Now, one of the big criticisms leveled against religion, which I actually agree with, is this closed-mindedness, this being stuck in the security of certainty. I have it figured out. My holy book says so. And I think that is a problem for us. It shuts down curiosity and humility. And I really believe when we look at the history of science, we see a pattern. One of the oldest stories, of course, that a lot of atheists use to level against Christian and any religious belief is the story of Galileo and Copernicus. These are guys who discovered, when they looked at, now when you stand on the earth and you look, it looks like all the stars, the sun and moon are all moving around us. And of course the prevailing belief was that we were in a geocentric universe, that everything was revolving around the earth. And of course when Copernicus and Galileo did their careful measurements, they found, no, actually we are in a heliocentric universe where we are revolving around the earth is revolving around the sun. And so it was a paradigm shift. Now, one of the ways that that story gets told is that religion was pitted against science, which is mostly false. Actually, Galileo himself was a deep believer. They were both, Copernicus had a doctorate in canon law in the Catholic Church, and Galileo, as a young man, wanted to be a priest. So, it actually wasn't that much of a church versus science thing. In fact, a lot of the resistance was from scientists who were stuck in the paradigm of a geocentric universe. So we often get stuck in our paradigms and secure in our certainty. In the time of Louis Pasteur, the idea that microscopic organisms that we can't even see with our naked eye are causing large whole bodies to get sick seemed ridiculous. But it turned out to be true. And in fact, President Garfield died because the doctor that was put in charge of him didn't believe in microorganisms that cause disease. So he died of blood disease, blood infections because of that. The nature of the atom was a complete surprise. That the atom is actually not this plum pudding model that Thomson came up with, but as a dense center, and the atom is mostly space. What a ridiculous idea. These hard things that we look at are actually mostly space.